Hello, Joe. Hello, everybody. Hello, George. How y'all doing? Hello, Mark. Brian, good morning. Hello. No, you've taken up alcoholism again. What happened with your new boyfriend? Hello, Corinne. Hello, Angela. Hello, Monte. Hello, Chris. What's up? George. Whoa. Please remove him, Corinne. Hola, Angela. Hope you're doing good. Hope you are doing good. Barry, happy hump day to you too. Hey, Roy, happy hump day. Happy hump day, everybody. Hola. Indeed, Ben. Hello, what's up? Hello, Matthias. Hello, Andrej. Hello, Emma. Hope you're doing great today. Hello, Oli. What's up, man? Hope you're doing good. Still impressed by your bench press record. Bob, as with the breath, so much what you teach I see showing up in book that I'm reading. You're so right on. Well, thank you. Thank you, Bob. I'm trying to apply what I've learned, indeed. Hello, Albert. Bruce. Sunny hump day in Georgia. Yes, indeed. Very sunny today. Very sunny. Yes. Hello, Michael. Oh, you broke up already, but it was yesterday. It seems that you found your boyfriend yesterday and then you already broke up. Oh, sorry to hear that. Beto Von Tees, hello. I hope you're doing good. Hello, Roy, of course, on Instagram as well. Greetings. Hello, Ravi. Hope you're doing great. So, happy to see you too, my friend. So today will be about meditation and breath. We're going to be breathing, we're going to be meditating, we're going to do both at the same time. It's going to be good. Hello, Jake. What's up? Hello, France. Good afternoon to you too. That's very, when I get to the UK, I need to go to Spoons too. Well, thank you, Angela. Yes, I can speak a few languages. I try. Yes, indeed. indeed. All right, let's get started. Let me turn off the comments and we will begin. So, let me close my eyes, and I encourage you to do the same. Please close your eyes and slow down your breath. Let us all remember that the original goal of yoga, which is valid to this day, is to still the fluctuations of the mind. Imagine a pond, a crystal clear pond with no waves, no ripples, perfectly still. That should be your mind. And if you were to keep comparing this pond with the mind, I would say that thoughts are like ripples. They can be like ripples, but thoughts can even be like waves. And this little pond can become a raging sea if you don't know how to master your thoughts and still your mind. This is what we're going to learn today. So, with the eyes closed, I'd like you to start this practice by focusing your attention on one single thing. But don't worry, I will guide you. You don't have to find this thing on your own. I will give it to you. Today, I'd like you to focus on your breath. More specifically, on the sound that it makes. To do so, Ujjayi breath is the best way to to hear the breath. If you don't utilize Ujjayi breath, it is possible to hear the breath, but it's very subtle. So the first step today is to learn Ujjayi breath if you don't already know it. If you already know it, I invite you to take a slight Ujjayi breath and to start connecting your mind to this sound. If you are not aware of the Ujjayi breath practice, or if you still can't really practice it, no worries whatsoever. I'm here to teach you. So, first and foremost, I'd like you to bring your right hand in front of you, as if it was a mirror. Then I'd like you to fog up your mirror. I'm sure you've done it before. Against the mirror, against the window, maybe to draw something on the window or the mirror. Notice how your throat contracts when you fog this mirror. Notice the sound that you make. Good. Keep going, just a few times, just to make sure you feel how the throat contracts. Good. Now, I'd like you to do it while inhaling. Fogging up the mirror, and then keeping that same throat contraction as you inhale. Good. Now, if you are able to do this, congratulations. Let's move on to the next step. If you are not able to do it, no worries. Keep trying. That's okay. Don't need to get it on the first try. Next step, close your mouth. We're going to do the same thing with the nose. Fog up the mirror, mouth closed. As you inhale too. You can place your hand down. This is an exaggerated version of what the sound should sound like. Of course, I'm exaggerating, I'm making it louder so that you can hear. It's almost like Darth Vader as I do it, and it's pretty straining on my throat because I'm doing it very strongly. But as my first teacher once told me, if you practice Ujjayi breath correctly, the way it was intended to be practiced, well, actually, the actual history of Ujjayi breath is quite different, but the way that Ujjayi breath is supposed to be practiced within a asana or meditative setting is that if someone was sitting and practicing yoga next to you, he or she would not be able to hear that sound. Only you could hear that sound. I hope that you managed to activate your Ujjayi breath, otherwise called ocean's breath. Why ocean's breath? Well, if you really tune in, which is what I want you to do right now, tune into the sound that it makes. It sounds quite similar to the sound of the sea with its waves crashing onto its beaches. With the eyes closed, slowly bring your mind to your breath, more specifically, the sound that it makes. like you to imagine your mind as this pond. And as you focus your mind on the sound of the breath, the ripples, the wavelets, the thoughts subside from your mind, only to leave place for this gentle, regular sound of you inhaling and exhaling. If there are other sounds around you, put them aside, just like your thoughts, to focus solely, uniquely, onto the sound of your own breath. While you keep focusing on the sound of your breath, I'd like to share a little piece of history with you. And thereafter, I will leave you in silence so you can fully connect to your breath and to your breath only. This piece of history is about Ujjayi breath. So yoga has been around for about 4,000 years. Ujjayi breath, or ocean's breath, has only been around for about 200 or 300 years. And the way it came about is very interesting. You see, in India, to this day, sages are not earning any money. They are devoting their lives to the practice of meditation, of oneness, and thus they need to somehow be able to sustain themselves with food and beverages. The way they do that is through their disciples. Now, 200 or 300 years ago, there is one sage who had disciples who decided to do asana shows. Those shows were free, donation-based, and they were at birthday parties, at celebrations, various celebrations, and people then gave them money for their asana show. There were a few students, a few disciples practicing asanas at once, at the same time. And in order to keep things synchronized so that they would go from one pose to the next in synchronicity, their sage found a very nice way to keep them in sync. And that way was ocean's breath, Ujjayi breath. Through the sound that their breaths made, they were able to determine when to go from one pose to the other. You see, in the practice of yoga, we often count not in seconds, but in breaths. For example, staying in triangle pose for 3 breaths is very common. 5 breaths is also another common count. So they set a common breath count, let's say 3, and once they heard that the other person breathed 3 times, they moved to the other pose, and without doubt, they also synchronized their breaths together with this Ujjayi breath, thanks to the sound that it emits. And so this is when this practice emerged. I think it's very interesting to know. And from there, since they felt its benefits during the asana practice, they decided to include it outside of those shows to their own practices. And now we use it, of course, every time we practice vinyasa yoga, for example, and other yoga practices. And now, so yes, it's pretty interesting to know. I will let you focus on the sound of your breath, and that's it. I'm done talking for now. Now, release your focus from your breath. You can also release Ujjayi. I'd like you to now focus on relieving any tension that is within your body, from your head to your toes. Think about releasing, think about letting go. If there's any part of your body that is painful, then bring a special attention, special care towards that part of your body. Release it, release it, release it as much as you can. whenever you're ready, I'd like you to gently open your eyes. Slowly bring your hands to heart center. Namaste. Great job, everybody. Great job. Now is the Q&A. If you have any questions, any feedback, I'd love to hear from you. And Jake, I didn't fall for it. I did not fall for it. I don't have any spiders on me. Shout out to Roy, because I just saw a drone outside. I know Roy has a cool drone, so thought of you. Bob, that gives me so much good today. I'm proud to be one of your disciples. I'm happy to hear it, Bob. Thank you, thank you. I hope you're doing good today. Barry, thanks, Jules. I feel sleepy now. All right, it happens, it happens. You know, when we meditate, we fire up. Well, firing up might not be the right term, but we stimulate the left side of the body, the parasympathetic nervous system, and this slows things down. And when we slow things down, we might want to sleep. But eventually, meditation should not really make you sleepy. Ideally, it should still the mind while maintaining you awake. But still, it's okay, of course, when that happens. How can we deep sleep every day? Good question. There are many ways to improve sleep, such as trying to not use the phone within 30 or 45 minutes before sleeping, such as meditating before sleeping. Doing a body scan before sleeping is a nice way. Many different ways. John, hello Jules, a long time. Yes, a long time. Happy to see you here. Wishing you all the best on this session. Thank you, and you too. You too. Albert, thank you so much. I almost fell asleep. Good, good, good. I'm glad you made it too, Andrej. Brian, awesome. What is the recommended depth of the ocean's breath? I discovered I was going deeper with every one. That's fine. That's totally fine. Usually, for this exercise, I recommend an ocean's breath that is not forced. So make sure that when you do this breath, you don't force the inhale so that you don't inhale too much. I'd like you to do it in a natural fashion. Apart from that, I really don't have any more. Wait, what's the best place for me here? 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 Maybe? Here? Yes. No, nothing more specific than that. Thank you. Gondon. Well, am I from France? And Roy, oh my, well, it is golden hour there from seeing the buildings behind you. That's perfect time for drone flying. Yes, it's true. It is true. It is golden hour. Bruce, the pond image was wonderful. I'm glad you liked it. I have been carrying a lot of workload stress. Oh, sorry to hear that. In the middle of the visualization, I felt a great release of tension. Thank you. Very happy to hear it. Great, great. That's great. Awesome. Good luck to you. Emma, great session, Jules. I'm picking up Nestor's book on breath from my local library tomorrow. Great. I hope it helps me deepen my practice. It certainly will. Yes, yes, yes. Great. Stan, happy Hump Day, Jules. Thank you for this lovely session. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Happy Hump Day to you too. Glad you liked it. I am having a wonderful day. I hope you too. Santiago, hi. I noticed that more air enters and exits through the right side of my nose than through the left. Well, I have some interesting info to give you. So, did you know that within the inner lining of the nostrils lies a tissue that expands? So since it's lined all around, when it expands, it constricts the nasal cavity, and it alternates between the right nostril and the left for some reason, which is very interesting. This tissue sometimes expands on the right, sometimes on the left. Now, if you notice during the day, you'll probably have this shift about every 2 or 3 hours. I believe that in Breath, by the way, by James Nesta, he mentions that. Very interesting, very interesting. Oh, thank you, Cohen, for the link. Yes, yes. As always, if you'd like to support, and it's greatly appreciated, but non-mandatory, of course, you can click on the link that Cohen just sent, and or giving a badge here on Instagram. Thank you. Thank you. Breath is an excellent book, isn't it, Mark? Yes, 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 it is, for sure. I definitely don't want to breathe through my mouth after reading that book. All right, everybody. I will get going. I hope that you are all doing fantastically. I will enjoy golden hour here. Very cool. And I will see you tomorrow for the lower body practice. Of course, Santiago, have a notice at the things that are happening, and if it's really shifting from one to the other, and you'll feel this difference. Andrej, I agree, the book is an eye-opener in many ways. Indeed, indeed. Roy, lovely session, thank you, Jules. Well, thank you, Roy. Jake, you mentioned the left side of the brain with Ocean's Breath. Is it different for left-handed or right-handed people? Well, for Ocean's Breath, I don't think there's the left side of the brain. Left and right side of the brain. No, there's no difference for left-handed people or right-handed people. The only difference is if you're left-handed, it is said that you might have a predisposition to be more left-sided in general, and the left side is linked with the parasympathetic nervous system. The side that is more chill, more artsy, if I may say so. So if you're left-handed, you're considered to be, yes, more left-sided. But left-handed, right-handed is not conclusive. Those are just, what people say, but I'm not sure about, left-handed, right-handed, if there's really different stuff. Thank you, Albert. You too. Have an amazing hump day to you too, Andrej. Thank you, thank you. Namaste, Brian. Thank you. You too, Bruce. Well, wonderful day. And Ravi, thank you. Lovely day to you too. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Bob. All right. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you soon. Take care. Namaste. Bye. See you.